if you do this, you have to weigh the repercussions. And they go, oh, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Let's go pick on a smaller country. We trained for it. It sucks because you have we're already wearing a bunch of fucking gear. Throw a gas mask on with a ventilator and all that shit. It's just, and you're just fogging. It sucks. It sucks.
I mean, those are scenarios, and obviously you have to do it. That does sound like it sucks, but again, you went into these places where shit goes down, right? It might not be a nuke or something, but you're in South Korea, and there's a concern about that while you're there. So there's a reality you have that no disrespect to me, but I'm not getting that when I'm on Twitter, just hearing about something. You know what I mean? Halfway around the world, Do you ever feel like, from your seat and from the things you've seen, society, people have no idea how fragile and how on edge things are at all times? Or do you feel like there's some sort of order that keeps things balanced and yes, we got to worry about these threats, but they're probably not going to happen?
Two parts of that. I don't think about it too much how I view different than what other people view. I mean, I did initially when you join the Navy and I'm 18, I'm going through the pipeline and I'm filling out a will at 18.
Filling out what?
A will.
Oh, a will. Yeah.
And didn't realize when I went home, visit all my high school friends, they're like, what? Why would you do that? So you're already doing things and being exposed to things that aren't normal at the time, right? So making sure you have your mop level gear and your gas mask loaded up when you go to Korea is just normal. It's just a normal thing. I think in some aspects we are on a razor's edge for something really bad happening, but at the same time, I think there's a lot more to lose on either side, whether it be between two countries or two separate parties. There's enough mutually assured destruction and ties, either financial, economical, that they're both going to lose so much if they take that one step extra. No.
I had a long, really good back and forth with Sean Ryan when he was on my show about the power grids, because he knows so much about that stuff. And, like you, he comes from that background, so he's thinking about stuff I don't even consider. But, that has always been in the back of my head that it's okay, if country X decided to hit our power grid somewhere here and killed millions of people or something like that, what could we do to them?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I know, for example, Russia has had this power for a long time. They were testing this on Ukraine in 2014, 2015. Had Andy Greenberg in here, episode 99, telling us all about it. He wrote a book about it called Sandworm. But they haven't done that here, because not that you should ever think like this, but it harkens back to the times of the nuclear panic in the 60s, where you literally had people in the U.S. State Department. I think this was a very wrong way to look at stuff, but they looked at things oh, well, if they did it, we'd lose 60, but they'd lose 240. We win.
Yeah.
And technically you do, but it's holy shit, 300 million people and 60 of your own just died. I don't want you thinking like that, but there is that mutually assured, to use your term, mutually assured destruction thing that gives, say, these other powers that might not like us that pause.
Yeah. It's hey, if you do this, you have to weigh the repercussions, and they go, oh, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Let's go pick on a smaller country. Yeah.
What about biologic weapons though and stuff? Did you do things preparing for that?
It's all the same stuff. You wear the same suit. Apparently, I talked to some EOD guys and dude, there's stuff out there that it doesn't matter what you're wearing. You're fucking done. I'm like, oh, that's good to know. I'll still put it on and I feel brave enough to go do the mission as my skin's melting off. Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell me that, dude. There's some things I'm okay being ignorant to that.
Yeah.
Let me feel safe in my little rubber suit.
And then you go quickly.
And then I die. I'm fine.
Yeah.
At least I won't be thinking about it the whole time, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. That's the other one that scares me, though, because that's the shit you really can't even see.
No.
There's been all these movies and shows. I remember 24 had sarin gas or whatever, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now we've seen that deployed in Syria and how bad that is. But you could just someone could stick something in a train station out here and spreads to the whole system. Gone.
Yeah. Wild.
It's scary.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's almost so scary. I just don't even want to accept that it's a thing.
Right.
Just walk around scared all the time.
Were you ever like in some sort of intel briefing where you were just like, holy shit?
No,
No.
everything was pretty cut and dry. Well, the first deployment in Iraq, they're like, make sure you bring your gas mask on this one. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Guess I'll bring my gas mask on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were worried about Saddam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deploying some stuff. Yeah.
Danny Hall was saying, I hope I remember this right when I had him in here. He and Ryan Tate, there were two guys who were in Iraq. Danny Hall was a sniper in the teams or in Spec Ops, and then Ryan was a recon Marine. But they're, the whole like WMD thing with Iraq, obviously he didn't have nukes, but they did both say that he did have biologics and they had access to that.
Yeah.
So that was real. And that's scary. A guy like that having that. I mean, we've seen what Assad has done.
Yeah.
That's the shit, they don't talk about on Fox and CNN. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.